From cooking, to waiting in line, to eating incredible barbecue. This is the full experience of the #1 barbecue in Texas, Goldees BBQ. And it starts with the night shift, with co-owner of Goldees, Jerby.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good.
The #1 rule while doing the night shift at Goldees, I would say, is to be patient. You got a lot of briskets on, you might have pork ribs on, you might have pork belly on. Stay on top of those things, and you really control your own destiny with that kind of stuff. But just trying your best to cook the best food you can.
Now, Goldees is unique from a typical restaurant because it's only open Friday through Sunday. So we're here Thursday afternoon to cook for day 1 of the weekend service.
So how many briskets are we doing and how many pork bellies?
We're going to be doing 40 briskets today, and we're going to be doing, I think it's only 12 pork bellies. The briskets were probably trimmed yesterday, and we trimmed them like a day ahead. And then they were put on this morning around 7 a.m.
Goldees runs like a well-oiled machine because the night shift can seamlessly come in and take over without even communicating with the day shift. Seriously, when Johnny and I got here, there was pretty much no one else here. But the briskets were on and the fires were running beautifully.
It is a lot of work to do. I think we have a great system here at Goldees. You know, our employees are amazing. They do a very good job. They're very passionate about this place, and as are we. And you still got 3 owners working here that are still hands-on with almost everything. We're in this. We're in it. We just, you know, we've based a lot of our lives around this stuff.
And this is the secret to Goldees. The owners have known each other since they were in the 3rd grade, and they all love barbecue. It creates an authentically fun atmosphere that you can absolutely see in the way the restaurant is decorated, but also in the way that the guys interact with each other and the employees, which we'll see a lot more of tomorrow. But tonight is just me and Johnny, and we have a lot of work to get done.
Just give me the rundown of the entire process of the night shift.
Basically, we just take over the fires. Pork bellies, we trim those up today, and we're just gonna throw them on. And those should go about 3-4 hours.
And we're cooking these pork bellies on this massive M&M rotisserie smoker, which uses a real wood fire in the back while the food rotates on the rotisserie in the front. And the pork belly is a new menu item for Goldees, and I think newcomers are really going to like it because it's crispy on the outside with tender, juicy meat on the inside.
Wow. Have you ever had, like, do you eat Filipino food? No? Have you ever had it?
Yeah, I think so.
Where they have like lechon, and it tastes like the crispy parts just like this. This is crazy.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like that.
And now that the pork bellies are done and put away for the night, all that's left is the brisket.
Briskets have been on for us already for almost 4 or 5 hours. So we're taking over the fires, and then we're just looking to get the briskets done around 7-8 p.m. and we're wrapping them up.
We're also adding in a spoonful of rendered beef tallow that was made from the fat scraps from the brisket trimmings. This will help soften up the brisket's bark for tomorrow's service.
How do they feel?
Like they've done this?
Yeah. That's right?
Yeah, perfect.
We're gonna sit there and let them rest, and then we're going to put them in the warmer overnight.
But even though all of the food is cooked and in the warmers, the night shift is not yet done. The smokehouse and kitchen is completely cleaned with the goal of leaving it as clean as when we first arrived.
There's not a whole lot of side prep on this shift because we just want to focus on making the best briskets we can because that's what everyone in line is here for.
Do you consider yourself a morning person?
Yeah, probably. I don't like staying up super late, so usually I'm going to bed at like 8. For the most part, I'd rather get up earlier and knock everything out than stay up later, and yeah.
Just give me a rundown of what we're doing on the morning shift.
So usually when we get here, the first thing we do is put on whatever meat that we need to, whether it be ribs or pork belly.
And although Johnny and I finished the pork bellies last night, we still have to get the ribs and turkeys cooked from start to finish, all before service in just a few hours. But even with the time crunch, the guys still have a good time while they're getting it done.
So are you slicing today?
No, it's not the line. You cutting today? It's all the people, man, they love it.
But I talking to you. You don't have to put a team out of here.
Dude.
It's true that the team likes to call you Glizzy.
No one's called me the Glizzy Gobbler before. It's fine though. I mean, I'm not mad about it. It's whatever.
Everyone calls you that now because of that documentary.
Right after that video came out, yeah.
You should have told him that. Can you please cut that out?
I told him. I already knew he was gonna put it in there. He said it way too many times while he was here. I already know.
And even though Goldees doesn't open until 11 a.m., at 5:30, the first few people are already starting to line up.
Hey, morning. So where are you guys from?
San Antonio.
Okay.
Yep, Delaney.
Is this your first time here at Goldees?
Yep, yeah, first time here. Glad to try it out, man. Like I said, I saw the video. I'm here to check the box.
Nice, yeah. Well, you guys enjoy, all right?
Thank you so
All
much.
right. Okay.
I mean, we get people from, like, we'll have 5 different countries any given day, and that's pretty cool.
While Lane and Jalen finished getting the ribs onto the rotisserie, Cecilia showed me how Goldees cooks their turkeys.
Shape it kind of like this.
Oh, okay.
If they're shaped correctly, or if you're lucky, they kind of look like bike seats, like that shape.
Yeah, it's very traditional from what I see.
So they're terrible. Don't look. I don't want it to stripe, but I always stripe.
Sorry, I'm like completely lost. What does that even mean, stripe?
See how here it's a little heavy and not
Oh,
here?
I see what you're saying. Okay.
So like, when I season, this one's just...
That's much better than I can do, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on it.
How long does it usually take for the turkeys to cook?
They should for sure be ready to pull by 10.
Okay.
We'll get the hot sides rolling, like the grits and the beans, and then we'll start touching up the briskets Thursday through Saturday, and then we'll season them, get those guys on the pit, slice all the bread, make sure everything's looking really clean, make all the puddings.
I'm Ant, by the way.
Ant,
Yeah.
I'm Dell.
Nice to meet you, Del.
Nice to meet you. Just like the computer.
Is that what you were named after, the computer?
Yeah. I wish. I'm joking.
You guys should sell it by like the gallon. I want to put it in like a big cup and like drink it on the way home.
Del was on pudding this morning and he hooked me up with a serving of banana pudding. And guys, let me tell you, this stuff is heavenly. It got me so hyped to try the full tray once Goldees opens in just a few hours.
So do you ever get nervous when you're like outside like cooking and you start to see that like line like really start to form?
Maybe like the initial first few weeks, but I would say we got it down pretty good now. Yeah.
Well, while I was helping out with the ribs, as the line kept growing, I could definitely feel the pressure and nerves.
Yeah, I'm role playing. I think I work here.
Oh, go ahead.
Is that? Oh, right. There goes my employee of the month. I blew it. All right.
Just do like a little clean of everything, make sure everything's really nice, orderly, organized. Check up with the line. That's pretty much it.
And speaking of the line, I need to get my spot because this parking lot is filling up quick. So I asked Jalen to share some tips for first-timers who come to Goldees.
Yeah, so I recommend Sunday is going to be our slowest days. If you're in line about 9:30, you should be able to get everything you came out here for. Really, anything, you probably want to bring some chairs. We do provide lawn chairs out here, but sometimes we get taken all up. We're also BYOB, so you can bring some beers out here too. But yeah.
I got in line at around 8:30 and there was about 20 parties ahead of me. Everyone was super friendly and excited to eat. So with all the talking and hanging out, time went by super fast, all while being completely unaware of what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, so pretty much we got a really good schedule right now. Everybody has a couple tasks they got to do in the morning. That really helps out speed up the process, and it's really just trying to get everything knocked out as soon as possible, so we do have a couple like 30-minute break before we start service, because after service starts, I mean, it's hectic for like 4 or 5 hours. So
The last thing the team does is to do a tasting of the food for the day, just to make sure everything is up to par and make any last-minute adjustments before the service.
Yep.
Biscuits on point, turkey's on point.
how's it going, man?
After opening, in only like 20 minutes, I was already at the front of the line. And a big part of why the line moves so fast is because of the speed of the cutters.
I mean, we've all cut for other restaurants, so we were able to move that fast, but it's really kind of figuring out how we're gonna do it for our line. It's really just repetition, kind of get faster as you go. I mean, we probably started off a little bit slower right after we got #1, but now we're in a groove right now, so we can move the line pretty quick.
Not only do they move fast, but they're also able to take orders and even small talk, all while communicating with each other to create a super efficient service.
Where y'all coming from? San Antonio. Nice. Have y'all been here before? No. First time. Thank y'all so much for coming out.
What up, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
getting us with here today?
Yeah, for here.
So, how much brisket are you thinking?
Let me do a pound. Do y'all order the sides here too? Oh, man.
We'll grab your sides for you on one second.
And now the moment I've been waiting for. Finally, I get a taste of Texas Monthly's #1 barbecue. And what did you expect? Everything from the sides to the meat is out of this world. It's super chill here at Goldees, but there's a seriousness and passion for barbecue that you can feel in the atmosphere while working, waiting in line, and you can even taste it in the food.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, seeing the lines out there, 2, 3, even 4 hours before we open up, and seeing people just dedicate really a whole day to coming out here and experiencing Goldees. That's really what makes it worth it.
Making sure people have ideally the best food we can put out. They had a good time coming to do it, and everybody here is having a great time while we do it.
When we sat down and talked about opening this place was just to have a really cool, fun restaurant that we just, the food just had to be amazing and the customer service had to be amazing, and everything that goes into it, we just wanted to make really, really good and fun.
No bonus question for me?
No. I guess are you the glizzy gladiator?
I'm the glizzy gremlin.
Gremlin.